Now Ryan on second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan forced out to his left. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Tuesday.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep is Justin Hardy. Pulled in at the 24. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And it pops three. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan buying time to his left. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. Steps away to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
There we go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 8 yards out, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Everson Griffin able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Sanu. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Everson Griffin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
2nd down, Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, good footwork on the spin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on.
It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Dancing to his left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one. Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Here's Cousins. Up there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence. And it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball. They scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Cousins. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
On first down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They toss to Freeman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That's fielded in the end zone. And out now come the Vikings. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Wild now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. take it at about the 16. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Play action. It's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 58 yards. From the red zone now. Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air. I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And they got the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. That one goes for 24 yards. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently,
You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Touchdown, Vikings! As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Daniil Hunter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They go play action with Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Here's Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Ryan will throw again. Being chased out left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. 2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman. Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. To throw again is Ryan. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Cousins now. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Connects with Sanu right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,
What's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got